before we come home for a big old weekend, and we're here with one of the newest Beach Bums, Josh Miller. How's it going?
Good.
Excited to be back out here and ready to go today?
Yeah.
Yesterday was a tough game. First game, but you guys responded well in that second game. Was there anything said between the two games?
No, we got no hitter thrown against us, but we still had another 7 innings. So we just felt like we got to put it behind us, have a short memory, and we came out, swung the bats all right, played good defense, pitched well.
If you're going to have a no-hitter thrown against you, it's nice to have 30 minutes, not a whole day, to get ready to go for the next game, right?
Yeah, it doesn't give you much time to really dwell on it, and a lot of us put up pretty poor at bats, and so it kind of forces you to get into a new frame of mind real quick, so you can't have the whole night to think about it and sleep on it and wake up and eat breakfast thinking about it, so it was good.
This team has now won 4 of its last 5 games. It seems like everybody's starting to build off of the quality of bats of the guy before him, and you've been right in the middle of it, providing big at-bat after big at-bat. Do you feel that way, where everybody's just sort of building off everybody?
Yeah, it's like they say, hitting is contagious. So when I got here, we weren't hitting great, but we were doing all right, and we started to wake up a little bit on that last homestand. So it's been good. Everybody's feeding off each other. It's good energy, and it's contagious.
You and Greg Harris are some of the newest additions in terms of the lineup. He seems to be the spark plug up top, and it's nice when you can come in that number 6 spot and drive in the runs.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. It's really 1 through 9 in the lineup. Everybody's pulling their weight. But yeah, he's definitely getting on. He's getting on to lead off the game a lot. He's stealing a lot of bags. He's getting in scoring position for the middle of the order. So it's definitely good when I can come up being in the 6th hole with runners in scoring position. That's definitely what you want.
Seems like since you guys both got here at the same day, it seems like you guys have sort of bonded by association, both getting here at the same time, starting on the road. You feel that type of bond, and it's an easy friendship that way.
Yeah, we were roommates. So from the first day I was here, we were in the hotel together. So we were in the hotel together for that whole week. We were roommates this road trip. So yeah, it's definitely been easy. He's a California guy, just like me. He actually played at Santa Clara, which is in the same conference where I went to college. So we have a lot in common, so it's been real easy.
Did you guys ever cross paths in college and know about each other before?
We played them, but I didn't know who he was. I didn't really pay that much attention to the other team's rosters, but the name definitely sounded familiar when I found out I was rooming with him, and I quickly put the pieces together when I saw his SCU jacket and everything. I was like, oh, I knew he sounded familiar. So it was easy.
It's nice to have that familiar face, whether or not you knew it was a familiar face to have it. But you're coming over from the American Association. You were in Amarillo, and you end up beating the team in Washington, Pennsylvania. What was that turnaround like?
It was pretty brutal. Because when I was in Amarillo, when I got released to come here, we were on the road for a 7-day road trip. So I just had what I packed for the road trip, and then had to book a flight and fly from Dallas. I actually flew into Traverse and took the day before, got in at midnight and took the bus down to Washington. So it was a long day. I was at the airport for a long time. Some travel issues came up, so I was at the airport a lot longer than I expected. And then get on a bus right away. It was definitely tough. It was 2 days worth of travel, so I was a little sleepy, lethargic, whatever you want to call it. But it was all right. It wasn't too bad.
How'd you get the rest of your equipment from Texas?
Haven't gotten it yet. My roommate was packed up all my clothes and everything out of the apartment, and the clubby was supposed to pack up my bats, and I had another glove and some other just shirts and stuff in my locker, and he's supposed to send it up to me, but that was 2 weeks ago. So I'm hoping that when we get back tomorrow that I'll have a big box at my locker with my computer and all the stuff that I really want. So hopefully, I'm hoping soon. I got to make a phone call for sure to see if I can get that situated, if it's not there by the time I get back at least.
So you've been living out of a week's worth of clothing out of a suitcase for 3 weeks now?
Yeah, I got 2 pairs of jeans, 2 shirts, 2 short sleeve shirts, and a couple long sleeve shirts, but it's pretty hot, so I can't really use those. But yeah, I got enough to get by. It doesn't take much, but definitely am missing a good amount of stuff that I packed, so I'm a little bit light right now.
So hopefully you get it back sooner rather than later. Maybe you have some by the All-Star break next week. We appreciate you spending some time with us. Best of luck out there. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was Josh Miller, the Beach Bums and the Otters, coming up next on the Beach Bums pregame show.